Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. The early hours of this morning viewed the bears emerge in greater numbers as the Australian dollar fell from 71.96 and plummeted to a low of 71.43 before finding support and claiming now the highs around 71.7080. It is ascertained that further weakness could come back into the market while we're still waiting for the US President Trump to announce new tariffs that could come in at around 10% on 200 billion in Chinese goods as soon as today. The new 10% tariffs are below the original figures of 25% floated by the administration earlier. Then later we have the monetary policy meeting minutes from the RBA. Last month, the RBA left their rates unchanged and didn't change their view but left it as a wait-and-see approach. I believe the market is still very much locked in for a 25 basis point this year, so it's only a matter of time before the RBA surprises us. Now, the level of 71.30 is the level to seal the fate for the Australian dollar to 69.4080, and any advances towards the region of 71.90 up towards 72.2530 as a potential sell zone. Well, the US weakened overnight and plummeted to a low of 93.98 on the index. And as some of us may or may not know, that the US dollar is weighted against the basket of six major currencies, and with the euro weighing at 57.6 has put the move back to the top side. But still be aware, I expect to see sellers to emerge from this level and take the challenge lower. But we still need to break through certain levels to support this. At the moment, I'm seeing 116.15 to 115.2030, but with the market still maintaining a relatively bullish tone, could see a slight nudge, but should find supply again from this region of 117.55.65. As feared, the dollar yen slipped away from the highs of the 112 and now looking weaker and looking towards 111.45.55. My view for dollar yen hasn't been that bullish lately and still maintains that we could see a weaker approach and therefore would see a fall towards this region of 45 and reassess from there. Well, the pound also gathered momentum and now looks towards the resistance of 131.6080. It's mainly all to the back of the weaker dollar, so therefore let's see how it plays out and see if the pound can back away from that 31.6080 level. Moving on to gold, I still don't have a strong view, and at the present is weakening since the rejection from 1,212. In light of the pattern, we could see a slightly weaker stance, but I'd say I don't have a strong view until we get down to the region of 1,160.70. So at this stage, the market is still trading sideways. And wrapping up with oil, the market has weakened and still getting closer to that level of $67 a barrel. A break beneath there would give further scope to the downside and bring in a target of around $62 as an objective. Quite a big plunge. Any advances should still foul towards the region of $69.60 to $70 a barrel. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.